This is Justin from Abodian, and we're going to be reacting to some celebrity kitchens.
That kitchen is butt ugly.
It's definitely a very eclectic feel to it.
To give you guys some insights from the cabinetry perspective.
I really love this island size here.
It's nice and bright and airy. I would put that one in my portfolio.
And more of the kitchen design side of how these kitchens turned out and what our thoughts are. Let's get started.
So this is the kitchen.
Kitchen time.
We're in the kitchen.
I love these lighting fixtures right here because they remind me of those underwater scuba gear from the 30s and 40s.
It's definitely a very eclectic feel to it, especially with these large lights.
Very unique, very deep contrasts, very interesting colors. They got that bright orange with the gold you can see right there.
I really like the little detail that's been done on these black cabinets here.
They got what looks like black stained wood with bright white interior profile molding, white molding. It's very interesting and you don't really often see it.
Finish on these cabinets and the black and white.
Yeah, honestly, you never see this kind of contrast you see right here on the same cabinet door itself. It's typically people will contrast multiple colors by keeping their cabinet doors one, maybe your uppers separate, and keeping the stone a bit different, but often people won't do such a bright contrast within the door itself. So very unique, not my personal style, but I can see why someone would like that.
Finish on these cabinets and the black and white. You see a lot of that in the house too.
I do like though how the cabinets stay kind of more of a monochrome. It definitely tones it down a little bit with everything else that's going on in the kitchen space.
And it just makes me happy. And if you can't be happy in your own home, how the hell are you gonna be happy anywhere else?
Well, RuPaul, I'm glad that you're happy in your own home, but that kitchen is butt ugly. I would not put it in my portfolio if you paid me. But you know, to each their own.
I will say, yeah, not my style. A lot of black and white all over the place. That floor, the cabinets, not something I would personally envision for myself, but if it's something that RuPaul really wanted and he got to achieve it, that's amazing. That's ultimately what any manufacturer of cabinetry would want for their customer.
That's a nice kitchen.
This is a style that we're seeing a lot of, which is kind of that white oak style cabinetry along with more of a white marble look on the countertops and backsplash. It's very popular and definitely something that anyone at any price level can do.
Love that island. That is massive. That is meant to entertain.
That's a big ass island. I had a client tell me once that all she wanted in her kitchen was a big ass island. They've definitely pulled that off.
It's the right size. For me, in a dream kitchen of mine, I love the windows going all across the whole kitchen there. Keeps it nice and bright. Natural lighting is everything to me. I think as someone who lives in Seattle, every bit of sunlight we get keeps us that much happier. I love the oak. This is definitely more of what I would envision as an aesthetic for my own kitchen.
That's why we wanted a big island, because we have a lot of stools and everybody can sit around here.
I would put that one in my portfolio.
I love mixing materials. The floors being terracotta and being reclaimed. And then
So this is also one of those styles we are seeing a lot nowadays, which is your painted cabinetry. And then with butcher block countertops, this green tone just right in here is actually a really, really popular tone.
Those are awesome floor tiles. I think those are beautiful, very unique. You can tell each tile is, as she said, reclaimed. Each one's got its own kind of unique characteristics. There's nothing really as consistent about it throughout, so it definitely adds a good taste to the kitchen.
being reclaimed, and then having the butcher block counters on one side.
I've done a really good job of keeping that sort of farmhouse feel through the whole thing.
So we went with a dolomite. It's very textured. It's not smooth. It's not super polished. It's got a honed finish on top.
That stone looks beautiful. One thing to watch out for with honed, if it is natural stone, is that it will stain pretty easily. So if you have kids, if you cook with a lot of turmeric or anything else, like people in my culture do, you do want to be aware that you don't want to leave anything on there too long without cleaning it off. It's hard to really replace the feeling, the beauty of natural stone, but that is something to watch out for.
I don't know, sometimes I like to just lay on it. Ooh, there's the lay on.
Something you can do with your kitchen.
hardware from the faucet to the knobs even, which are a little bit more modern. They're unlacquered, so with time they will age and get more beautiful. I love this fridge.
The hardware there is beautiful. I think brass is beautiful. One of the other things I'd say is this kitchen really reminds me a lot about our green kitchen in our showroom. It's got a lot of the similar elements. We have a beautiful maple, live edge, waterfalled countertop as the island top, and then on the perimeters we have this beautiful Caesar stone that looks like concrete, and we have a very similar toned green. We have an Avon green kitchen with painted shaker around it, and some gold mesh and some champagne bronze hardware. So it's pretty similar. I'm glad we have kind of a similar aesthetic. This definitely hits more of what I would personally want in a kitchen as well. This is something that, we call it the evergreen kitchen since it has so many different aspects of the Pacific Northwest in it. You got that evergreen with the trees. You have, kind of that industrial nature with the concrete, and you also have some beautiful wood, going in as well. So it's definitely fitting for us here in the Pacific Northwest.
I love this fridge. It was such a big, great find for me because it's very high tech.
That's a well-curated kitchen until you get to the really high-tech fridge, which doesn't really make sense in that space.
If you notice right here, there's a little button on the floor that says door open. Hold on. Here we go. When you have all the groceries, you just, damn it.
That's always one issue you see with kind of that kind of tech. I'm sure we've all seen it when cars started to introduce it, where you could kind of wave your foot on the bottom of the trunk and it'll open, and 90% of the time it doesn't. You can see she's having the same issue here.
I'd suggest staying away from those gimmicky sort of things because you're going to have a lot of service issues most likely.
When it comes to fridges, I think there's a level of realistic and useful technology, and also a lot of things that might be a bit gimmicky to watch out for. At the end of the day, when it comes to a fridge, care more about its reliability, its ability to cool, and how long it's going to last, and the aesthetic of it. That's most important. I think some of these more gimmicky features are more useful in theory than they are in anything else. Yeah, let us know. What do you guys prefer? What are your guys' opinions? And yeah, what do you guys think? It's good?
Today we are
That's it.